What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. And this time we're taking a look at Sudden Impact, the fourth installment into the Dirty Harry franchise. And this one is directed by Clint Eastwood himself. So the story of Sudden Impact is this. This woman goes on a killing spree after she was the victim of a gang rape assault 10 years prior along with her sister. And now she's coming back to seek revenge. That's pretty much the plot of this movie. This movie focuses more on this character called Jennifer Spencer, played by Sandra Locke, and Dirty Harry. He's pretty much a secondary character in his own film series, and this movie to me is kind of the weakest of all the Dirty Harry movies that I've seen so far. Now, I didn't hate Sudden Impact. I think overall it's an enjoyable movie. I like it on par with The Enforcer, but I expect more from a movie like for a Dirty Harry movie, and I expect more for a movie like this, for a character like this. And I don't expect Dirty Harry to take a backseat to anyone in his own movie. Uh, I particularly don't really care for the character of Jennifer Spencer. Just her motivations. Look, listen. Being a victim of a gang rape should be something that nobody on this God's green earth should ever have to face or have to deal with ever in their entire life. But I just think that was just a very flimsy story to go along with for a Dirty Harry film of all franchises. You want to put this in a Dirty Harry movie. It could work in a way if Harry was more connected with the case itself, but he's really not. This movie really focuses on the character of Jennifer Spencer, who has pretty much become a vigilante serial killer in a way. And she strikes up a romance with Harry himself. It's very underdeveloped. I don't really see the chemistry between Eastwood and Locke. It's just thrown in there for whatever reasons. It's another reason why I didn't care for the storyline. The potential of Harry. Excuse me. There is potential in there of Harry dating a woman who turns out to be a serial killer. And now it would have made more sense if he was actually hunting down this serial killer, which he is. But then again, the movie constantly has Harry doing just other things in general, and it just feels like the focus is just not really jointed. It feels kind of split. It's almost like you're watching two independent movies, and then at the end they try to merge these storylines together. It does it in a very flimsy, clumsy way, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't really care for it. This movie didn't really captivate my attention like the first and the second movie did, and to an extent the third movie. And again, I think it has a lot to do with the Sudden Impact storyline. It's just really rough. It's just not interesting at all. Dirty Harry should be hunting down criminals in San Francisco instead. Now the first half of this movie I actually do like, and it's very Dirty Harry-esque, and we get one of the greatest Dirty Harry lines ever in cinema. Go ahead, make my day. The first half is great. But once they transfer Harry to this small town, that's where, to me, this movie just falls apart completely, with the exception of a couple of little good things here and there. Like, for instance, Harry gets a dog in this movie, and the relationship with Harry and the dog is actually pretty funny, because it's fun seeing Harry interact with a dog that basically acts like him, and I thought that was fine. I thought that was actually pretty funny and pretty cool. Clint Eastwood's performance, as always, is very rock solid. It's great. He's got that Dirty Harry persona and human, signed, sealed, and delivered. And in this movie, no different. Great stuff. His interactions with a lot of the supporting cast in this movie. Pat Hingle's in this movie, who plays the captain that Harry has to now interact with, and I like it. I like the banter between those two. I like Pat Hingle as an actor. I like the fact that they have like this young cop kind of like look up to Harry in a way, because Harry saved the life of the shootout. I wish they would have did more with that, but they didn't really do enough for my sake. I think this young cop, idolizing Harry could have lead to some really fun, interesting bantering between the two. Instead, the potential was there, but they didn't really capitalize it, for my opinion. The movie's, like I said, this movie is really disjointed, and it merges two different storylines together in a very flimsy way. Not only that, the villains in this movie are just flat out just bad. They're just bad. You went from Scorpio, who was an excellent villain in the first Dirty Harry movie. You have the young, corrupt rookie cops who, even though I don't think the movie fully utilized the potential for that, they were still okay compared to The Enforcer and compared to this movie, in which the villains are just unbelievably just cartoonish and over the top rapey scumbags who you just can't wait to see Harry knock off himself and you can't wait to see die. It's like, with the exception of maybe a handful of characters, the majority of the villains, the whole gang is just bad. Especially the lead, Mickey, who is the epitome of a mustache twirling villain. There's no subtlety to him at all. At least one of the victims, begs Spencer for his life and regrets what he did. But that's just about it. And you also have this woman who is there as well, and this woman is just the scum of the earth. And when Harry knocks her out, it's just fun to see because she's just a scummy looking woman too. Ugh. So like I said, this movie has some okay bits in it here and there, but overall, it just the storyline is just not intriguing, and I just don't care for it at all. I can't stress that enough. From a production standpoint, I think Clint Eastwood did an okay job behind the director's chair, and I think the cinematography is rock solid. Clint doesn't really bring a visual flair to this movie, which is shocking because Clint's a really good visual director. Especially when you get to his later years, like with Sully and American Sniper, those are really good movies, really well made, well made and well shot movies, and they got some visual flair to them. This movie doesn't have it. It's competently made, but that's about it. It's competently made. It doesn't really stand out from the pack. However, this movie does have a really cool shot. But it's near the end of the movie where Harry's walking down this pier and he has a gun in his hand. He's just covered in silhouette. It's badass. Great shot. Probably the best shot in the whole movie. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about Sudden Impact. There's not really a whole lot for me to cover. It's like in the end, it's a well-made movie. It's well acted. The storyline is very disjointed. The movie had potential to explore certain aspects, to explore certain relationships. The idea of Harry dating a serial killer had potential, but I don't think the movie fully maxed out that potential at all, because Harry feels completely independent from the Spencer storyline until the very end of the movie, where it's revealed that the woman he's dating is the serial killer. I think it would have been better if he would have found that out earlier on in the movie. That's just me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Sudden Impact, I'm going to give it the same grade as in The Enforcer. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's nothing horrible. It's nothing bad. You can watch it and get enjoyment out of it. But when you compare it, again, to Dirty Harry and Magnum Force, the first two movies, it falls in quality, visibly. So yeah, those are my thoughts. 6.5 out of 10. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Do you like or do you hate this movie? I would like to know. Like the video and subscribe, and I will check you back next time for more.